Just received a delivery from PT Parts this morning. Never used these guys before, so I'm going to see what the quality of the parts they ship look like. Sorry, but I'm shooting on my phone and trying to hold it with one hand and open this box with the other. So, apologies a bit there for the video. Okay, let's see what we got. Pretty stiff box they've given me, and reasonably well padded. Okay, those are my pulleys by the looks of things. Keys I asked for. That'll be the motor pulley for the NEMA 34. Couple of taper locks. Okay, let's have a look, see what the quality looks like. Looks reasonable. Let's get a good look at that guy. Not bad at all. Looks like there's some sort of writing on there. Okay, pulleys. These guys are going to go on each of the x-axis to replace where the NEMA 23s are at the moment. They're a lot heavier than I was probably expecting. Might just need to put down the phone for a sec. Okay, I've unboxed these guys. They were quite well wrapped up, as you can see. Yeah, as I say, they're a lot heavier than I was expecting them to be. I don't know what I was expecting, but I didn't quite expect them to be as heavy as that. They probably weigh like they're a couple of kilos. And looking at it, seem to be reasonably well machined. So let's head out to the garage and pop these guys onto the CNC machine. I'm out in the garage, and these are the two that I plan to replace. Putting pulleys on each of those guys and just using one single NEMA 34 closed loop stepper, as opposed to using these NEMA 23 open loop steppers. So the plan is I'll unbolt these guys off here, remove the motor and the coupler, and put a pulley on each of these guys. What I will be doing is running some kind of plate between this guy and that guy, and the motor is going to sit somewhere in the middle. I did go out the other day and buy some aluminium to make the plate out of. That's 16mm aluminium plate, and the other one's 32mm that's sitting on top of it. But I'm half thinking I'd like to probably do it out of steel, even though the aluminium would probably do the trick. And there is no real concern regarding, you know, the thing's not going to move any. That this thing is well and truly made. There's no need to really even have it there. It's just that I just like to make it out of steel just because I feel better about it. So without further ado, I'll take this guy off and see if these pulleys fit on. Okay, so the motor's off. You can see originally all that holds that guy on there is just this little Allen key screw here. So it's merely just grabbing the shaft via a clamping force. There's no key involved there, and that motor is turning that shaft quite nicely without any hassles. So there's no reason why I'd even need the keyway in here. So let's have a look, see if it fits. Okay, pretty decent fit, nice and snug. By the time I've got that guy tightened up, I expect that should tighten on that shaft nicely. I did buy the keys just in case I wanted to maybe touch this shaft up with the grinder, put a keyway in there, which is what I'll probably wind up doing anyway, just to give it a little bit more grab if I can do that neatly. And the other thing I was a little bit unsure about was basically how I was going to go for length. That was always going to be a bit of an unknown. I measured this shaft, I had 30 mil there, but I didn't know how deep these guys were going to be without looking up specs, and I thought they'd be right anyway. So this doesn't actually grab on, because really when it's all said and done, you've only got probably the width of that is all that's grabbing the shaft anyway. So I knew whatever this was going to be, it was going to be a whole lot more. So I wasn't overly concerned about that. So if I pop that back in there. The other thing I was unsure about was whether where the pulley was going to sit in relationship to the nut that's behind the back there. That nut isn't actually all that tight. Never had a need for it, but that's roughly where it's going to be sitting. Sitting out a fair way, and the plate I'll probably bring in front of it. That piece of aluminium, the one that's on top there, I'm going to make like an idler system in the middle here somewhere. I'll come in here, and I'm just waiting on a few other parts. I'm waiting on the motors and belts, stuff like that. So this is it for today, and I'll continue the video when I've got the other parts. Just adding on to the video, and this is probably my greatest concern, is this little guy here which I bought for the motor. As you can see there, the taper lock doesn't go all the way through the pulley, so in order to try to do up these grub screws on the front here, I need the shaft to basically be able to come all the way through the width of the pulley to the end of the shaft. And probably what would be kind of handy is if I did a little bit of a measurement there. I think it was about, well, it's a 30 mil pulley. I've got 39.5 mil roughly there to the front, and I think the shaft is 37. So while I could put it on that way, my preference would be for obviously the taper lock to be closer to the shaft, so that it's more well, closer to the shaft, so therefore it doesn't wobble as much, and have this part on the outside. And what I tried to do there was turn around this grub screw to see if I could possibly get access to the grub screw from the back side and tighten it up. Now, because the hole's a little bit smaller at the back there, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get the Allen key in to be able to do that. But I've just did a little bit of a quick measure on this guy. Let's have a look. Do it that way. And we've got 23 mil. Now the shaft, as I said, was 37 mil, so that gives me 14 millimeters to play with. So what I could possibly do is have the, let's take this guy off for a sec. If this was a shaft here that's 37 mil, I could possibly have it sitting 14 mil forward, and that would still basically leave me flush at the end. And that might give me, with enough room with a cut down Allen key, be able to get that guy on there, something like that. Not on that particular shaft, of course, not on the motor shaft, but we'll have a bit of a look at that when the motor turns up.